Hello everyone. So in this video, we are going to create a dynamic dropdown. So what we are going to do, we are going to create a dropdown and we are going to populate that dropdown from the data which is going to come from the database. Okay. So here I have created a database by the name PHP and we have a table by the name of fruits. And in the table, we have some data here. Okay. Apple, oranges, and you can have any data here. Just some random data I have inserted. Okay, so what we want to do, we want to create a drop down and we want that this data should directly come there and user can see the data directly, not hard coded value. So let us write some code for that. So what will be needed for that? Initially a database data should be there, and secondly your program should must have a connection with this database. So connection thing, and third you should have a drop down, and fourth you need to have some information how to fetch the data and how to insert the data into the drop down. So our data is set, so let us write some code to have a connection. Okay okay so I'm in the my PHP file. So here we are going to write a code to connect to the database. Okay, so PHP. So how we are going to connect actually to the database? So MySQL provide a method that is a MySQL underscore connect. So it requires some parameters. We need to give some information to this function. What kind of information initially? Server information. So we are using a local host. So let me try local host username. So my username is root, and after that password. So I don't have any password. It is empty. So I am putting empty. If you have any password, you can write there. And finally the database name. So our database name here is PHP. Fine. So what it will do? It will create a connection and it will, for acknowledgement, it is going to send something to us. So let us write that thing in connection connect. Let us give a variable by the name connect. Okay, connect, and let us check if connection is happen or not. So connect. So if connection is happen, let us echo connected. Okay, and if connection is not happened, let us echo not connected. Simple. Fine. So let us run this code to the browser and see connection is happen or not with the database. Okay, so local host, and our file is in the snap folder and index. Yeah, desktop. Yeah, it is showing connected. So our connection is established with the database. So our second step is achieved. Now next, so we need to create a drop down list. So let us write some HTML for the creation of drop down. Okay, so I'm back in our PHP file. So let me remove this thing. Okay, and let us write some HTML. So this is a boilerplate code. Let me remove this also. And here, so how do we actually show drop down? So there is a tag select. To select, so what do I want to select? So initially I'm not, yes. So let us provide some options. Okay, so let us initially hard code it. Uh, let us initially hard code it, that is select any fruit. Okay, and I'm hard coding with some values, and after that we will make it dynamic. Let's say what mango and papaya. Okay, so we have two fruits over here. So we have hard coded it. So let us see in the browser that our drop down is created or not. Yes, so I'm back on my browser. So let me refresh the page. Uh, yes, our drop down is successfully created. Let me click on the drop down and it is showing mango and papaya. So these are the hard coded values, but we don't want any hard coded values. What do we want? We want that data should dynamically come from this database PHP to uh, our dropdown. So initially we need to fetch data, and after that we need to filter it row by row. So initially we need to write some query. So we already know that selects start from table name. So what is the name of the table? Fruits. So if we write the select start from fruits, so the whole table will come. Okay. So we need to write a loop, and row by row. We need to get row by row, and by row we will provide here the key name, that is fruit name, and value name we are going to get apple, and we are going to display. So let me write code and show you how it is actually done. So here drop down is created. So let us write code for the uh, populating this. Okay. So let me remove this hard coded thing. One option values enough. So where we want to populate after the select any fruit. So let us write our PHP code here. So what is the query? How we are going to fire? So there is a function MySQLi underscore query. Okay, so it is going to take two parameters. We need to provide connection. Okay, so our connection is connect, and after that we need to provide our query. So we need to write a query. So let us select star from and fruits. Okay, so this query is going to return a table. So we need to store the table. Okay, so let us result. Or let's say write a table only. Is more as well. So the whole table, fruit table, is in the table variable. So we don't want actually table. What do we want? We want a row. So and the row after that we will call the key, and the value will be appear. So we need to run a loop from the first row to the last row. But the problem is we don't know how many rows are there in this table. Okay, so there is a function MySQLi underscore num underscore rows. Okay, and we need to pass our table. So let us pass our table into this function, and what it will do, it will return an integer value. Okay, int value. So let us connect total rows. Okay, so it is going to return an integer value, and we are collecting our integer value here. So now we knows how many rows are there. So what we will do, we will start our for loop or any loop, and we know how where to terminate because we know total number of rows. Okay, so let us write our loop here. So I'm taking a variable I for just iteration purpose, I, and I smaller than total number of rows, total underscore rows, and incrementing I one by one. Okay, so we are not planning to close for loop actually. Yes. So initially we have table, but we don't want table. What do we want? We want row. For example, first row, and in the first row we will get data, that is fruit name. After that we want second row, and then we will get the data from the second row. So we want data row by row. So how do we get that? So there is a function MySQLi underscore fetch underscore associative. So it is going to take a table, and it is going to return a row. Row. Let me write a row. Okay, fine. So now by firing this function, we are having a first row, and if the function is fire second time, we are going to have second row. Third time, third row. So we are going to have row one by one. So we are having a row here, and let us write option here, and we want to echo data here of our row here. Okay, so how do we do that? So let me write PHP code over here, and echo, we want to display it here. So what do we want to display? Row and row. So actually this will give an array, okay, and array, associative array. What is associative array? So it is actually key value. Initially we have traditional array, index and value. So associative array has key value. So what is the key over here? So fruit name. uh, Here key is same as the column name. Our column name was fruit name. Okay, so our thing is done. Okay, so here we are going to get row, and here going to here we are going to display the uh, data, that is fruit name. So we need to close our loop. Our loop is open here. So after that, here we want to close our loop. So let me PHP and loop is closed here. Fine. Our code is done. So let us run in the browser and see it is working or not. Yeah, I'm in the browser and let me refresh. Yes, and let us see. Yes. So we are having data. This data is directly from the our database here. Apple, oranges, and banana. So this is your dynamic dropdown. Okay. So thank you for watching. Thank you.